Hey Internet, my name is Abby and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program on Wings. I hope you recognize the spacecraft because this is our, whoa, this is bright. This is our MOHO research probe and we are approaching MOHO. And as you can see right here, I've set a maneuver node and I planned a maneuver. And the maneuver is mostly because we need to make sure that our periapsis is as low as possible when we are approaching MOHO, and that we are able to do some science while we are having our MOHO flyby, and we are getting as close as possible to the planet so we can have also the in space near MOHO biome, and we can get all the important research. So, as I said, we have planned the maneuver node, and I want to do now the burn, so let's aim for the maneuver node, and come on, let's throttle way up. Okay, here comes the burn. Well, the most part, or I think this episode will be full of correction maneuvers, because as we have, or as soon as we finish this maneuver here with the MOHO research probe, we have to switch over to the Duna supply mission and prepare its arrival at Duner, because it's only about 3 days away from Duner. So we have a lot of exciting things going on. We are not having only the flyby of MOHO with this MOHO research probe. We also have, okay, let's cut the engines and make it very gently and very slow. And come on, come on, come on. Only a few meters per second and stop. Okay. So far so good. Let's close this maneuver node, and what have we done? We have now a periapsis of 17 kilometers. This is very nice, and we have it in 2 days and 13 hours, so not very long. And the next thing, as I said, is the upcoming arrival of our have you enough energy? Let me just check this. Yes, we have. But whoa. Let me just turn you inside the sun, so we are sure and we are recharging our batteries. The most problematic thing with this mission is, as you can see here, we have basically no fuel left in this mission, so I think it's completely lost, and I'm not quite sure what I should do. Well, I have attached the antenna so we can transmit and send back some mission or some data from the mission. One thing I will try out when we are approaching MOHO is when we are getting closer to it, because as you can see here, the predicted trajectory, the purple one, is, well, a little bit, not completely, a little bit aligned with Eve. And I like to find out when we are in the sphere of influence of MOHO if I maybe can use MOHO's gravity to raise my orbit so that we might have an encounter with Eve, but I'm not sure if this is possible. I think it's not possible, but it would be really nice because Eve has a very strong atmosphere, and so we can get captured by Eve and we can get our data by sending a mission up to Eve. But I'm not quite sure if this is possible. So in the end, I think we have to just transmit back the data we will gather around during our flyby of MOHO, and then this probe will be lost because it's running out of fuel. But we will see this in the near future. At first, we have to, as I said, focus on the. Come on, where is it? It's here. Duna supply. Switch to. Now, this is the next important thing. Okay, the game starts again, well zoomed out. I'm not quite sure what causes this problem, so that I have to zoom in all the time. And yes, here we are, our flying fuel tank with the Science Junior and the antenna on top of it, so that we can transmit back home our crew reports. And yeah, let's do in 2 minutes. No, 5 minutes is better. So over there is Duner, and what we need to is we need to increase a bit our velocity. So let's switch it over to the other side, and let's have a quick look. Can we? There it is. So I think this looks already pretty good, but we are a bit too high over Duner. Let's close it. 300 kilometers, 200. Okay, and we need to change a little bit the direction after we have reached it. 162. Let's close it even more. 127. Oh, this was too much. Just raise it just a little bit. 9 kilometers. This is good enough. We can adjust all the rest after we've done this. And as you can see here, it's a very, very slow burn. We have only 26 meters per second of delta V for this burn. So this is really amazing. Here, let me... Oh, this thing don't has RCS, so we just need to do it with our main engine, and we need to be very carefully with it. And the good thing is, as you can see here, the tank is almost full. This Duna supply mission had not the trouble as the Joule supply mission, that somehow the trajectory was changing for unknown reasons, and so we are on our main trajectory and everything is working well, and now we are doing the very first correction burn, and I hope by arriving at Duna with the periapsis around 10 kilometers, the atmosphere will help me to slow down, and then we can, without using too much fuel, have a rendezvous with our Duna constellation. And by doing so, we will wait before I do the last step. Let me just let me see this. Okay, like this. Let's close this, and we have a whoa. This is pretty close. Do I need to increase a bit my speed or to decrease my speed? I need to increase a bit my speed. Okay. So let's do it very, very carefully. Switch on the engine. 6 kilometers, 13 kilometers. Okay, we can adjust this as soon as we're getting closer. So this is amazing. Okay, what was I talking about? Yes, right. I hope that the atmosphere will help us to slow down and to get captured by Duna, and afterwards we can do our rendezvous with our Duna constellation, and finally the Duna constellation will receive its antenna and also have some fuel to, on the one hand, fly back home to Kerbal, and on the other hand enable us to fly over to Ike and have a landing on Ike after we have visited the surface of Duna. And so yeah, this is my main idea, and this was the second correction burn. Now, speaking of changing orbits or changing trajectories or whatever, we want now to switch over to Kerbal. Focus Kerbal, this is very good. And then we want to go over to our Mun Recon. I hope I can do this from here. Yes, Mun Recon. Switch to. As you remember, hopefully, the Mun Recon was my well-zoomed out mission orbiting around Mun to get some gravioli measurements of the Moon. Currently we are in high orbit around the Moon, and oh, there's Kerbal, and there's the Moon. Oh, this is huge. Okay, and we are currently at an altitude or an orbit around 19 kilometers around the Moon. And the next thing is, I've gathered all the biomes we are coming across already. So the next idea is, as I already introduced you to it, to lower the periapsis or to lower the whole orbit, so we can have also the same measurements for the same biomes for the near space biome, because at first we were doing this for the in high space over the Moon, and now I like to do the same thing in space near the Moon. So let me lower our periapsis to around 12 kilometers. This is looking good. Okay, and we will have, oh, it's only a gently burn. Let's turn towards our maneuver node, and yeah, maybe like this in 2 minutes. So I don't think this needs a lot of time. Okay, and let's whoa, camera, how do I turn this? I turn this maybe like this. Okay, let's have a check. Log gravity data. So I think I have some measurements left I can use, and I have also a lot of fuel left in this probe or in this satellite. I'm pretty amazed by this. Okay, we can do gently and a very small time warp to get closer to our maneuver node. I'm not quite sure. I think it's only a matter of a few seconds, because I think this engine should be very powerful. Let's see. Okay. And okay, let's do the burn. Speaking about space debris a little bit, I've just read an updated FAQ from Kerbal Space Program about the upcoming asteroid recovery, or not recovery, reconnaissance mission. Well, the upcoming patch, which is like the real world NASA mission, where they want to asteroid retrieval mission, where they want to redirect an asteroid from the asteroid belt and bring it into an orbit around our moon, and there they want to visit it and analyze it. And yeah, so this is what they want to implement in Kerbal Space Program, and they have also some kind of claw or some kind of hooks we can use for capturing the asteroid. And the thing should also be worked with any other object in space, so we can maybe dock to to some space debris, and if there's some space debris, the thing will also enable us to get use of the fuel left in it. So I think I can really do my idea of getting of removing all the other space debris that I've currently orbiting around the Moon and Kerbal. Only the space debris orbiting around the Sun is, I think, pretty much lost. I don't think that I can recover this one, but I think I can get some of the space debris orbiting around the Moon and Kerbal. I think there are 2 or 3 rocket leftovers orbiting around these 2 celestial bodies, and I really like to recover it. And I think it's also a great idea of having the opportunity to get the fuel of it. So if there's some fuel in it, I can still use the fuel and reuse the fuel which is left over in it. And so this is pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to this, and of course I'm looking forward to analyzing some asteroids. And they've said also that these asteroids need to be tracked by the tracking station. So the tracking station in the Kerbal Space Center will receive a new functionality, and this will allow us to track asteroids, and by doing so we can get some information about their orbit, and from this on we can start calculating how we can have a rendezvous with it and how we can approach it. And yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to do some asteroid science. Okay, we've done here our burn. Let's check out 12 kilometers by 13 kilometers, so this is amazing. It's a very circular orbit. And now let's have a look. Log gravity data from space just above Moon's midlands. Okay, very good. So we get some additional science for the next biome. Now we are above the Moon's midlands. Let's keep the data. And let's see, which biomes do we see? It's a little bit close, so it's hard to see. Is this maybe a crater? And we are also currently on the nighttime side of the Moon. This is not so impressive, unfortunately. Review data, I need an unused. Where is an unused tool? Review data. Oh, here. Log gravity data, still Moon's midlands. Okay, reset it. So it's not a crater. Maybe we can see something better. Okay, it's just a tiny crater, so I think this is still Moon's midlands. I think the most interesting part comes around here also. Let's set a maneuver node so we are not flying past it, because unfortunately we are currently on the nighttime side of the Moon. And there goes the Moon. Oh, we have some sun. Okay, let's have a break here. And I need to find, where was my unused? Review gravity data. Review log gravity data. Here we have Moon's highland craters. Okay, this is pretty new. I haven't heard about this biome before. Moon's highland craters. Okay, let's keep this. Oh, this looks amazing how the surface of the moon is passing by. This looks really dramatic, especially with the sun around here. Okay, so where are we? We are currently here, and I think the pole should be around here. Whoa. Can I somehow... The pole should be maybe here. Oh, that's why I have still the thing active. In 1 minute should be the pole. Let's have a quick check. We need to... Whoa, sorry. The camera is strange. Review. I need to... Oh, look. Gravity data. Moon's poles. Okay, we are already around the Moon's poles. This is amazing. Let's keep it. Okay, very good, very good. Let's remove this thing. And what do we have? Review data, review data. Do we have something left over? Review data. Review data. Review data. Review. Review. Oh, look, okay, we have one thing left over, look. Okay, we have one spot over. This is very good because we will come across this crater up here. The how was it called? The northern crater, the polar crater, or somehow like this. I completely forgot the name of it, but we will come across this thing. So in 70 minutes, let's do a quick time warp. Whoa! I hope you're not getting seasick by this camera angle. I think this is much more agreeable. I think so. 4 minutes. 2 minutes. 1 minute. Okay, there's the crater. I think. Okay. Let's have a stop here and close it. Are we already? Yes, we are over the crater. Now comes the tricky part. I need to find my unused tool again. Oh crap, I should... Okay, here it is. Look, Moon's polar crater. Yes, I remembered correctly. The instrument surveys for the changes in the field of the Moon. This data will help to accurately calculate the mass of the body. Okay, this is amazing. Let's keep it. So, I've used every instrument I've mounted to this research probe, and let me see, review data from high over moons gives me 60 signs, keep it, and also close gives me 60 signs, so I have a lot of signs coming back home, and same time I've also the Kerbal satellite, which I haven't also not returned, the polar one, which is currently orbiting. And I will do the return missions, I think, after we have finished all the exciting stuff around Moho and around the... how's it called? Duner. So this is the thing which will come up next. And after we've done this, I think the satellites have stayed enough time in orbit, and it's time to return them back home and to see what they got so far. Okay, yeah, this was pretty amazing. I think I've done the correction burn here, I've done the correction burn there. I think we can also... no, we can also do, or we have to do, let's have a quick check as we are doing this. Can we also do a correction burn with Sirius? Okay, we are again well zoomed out. Is there somehow a shortcut of zooming in very fast? This would be really cool instead of requiring me to spam the mouse wheel. Okay, where is it? Pole, Tylo, Bob, Jewel, set as target. Okay, can we already do this, and when we do this, how much delta we will use for having the first adjustment of our trajectory? So what do we need to do? We need to well, at first we had just the encounter, so let me reset this once more. Okay, So I think we need to slow down a bit. Come on, come on, come on, move up a bit more. Okay. So we are pretty far out and we still need to have a quite significant burn. What do we have here? Wow, it's still pretty far away. I think we should do this right now. I think it's now the best spot for doing it. So let me just... Whoa, what do we have here? Tyloperiapsis, jewel periapsis. Okay, this was a little bit too much. And there's the periapsis. Okay, this is much better. I think we should do this now before we get closer to it, and we can then refine the trajectory a little bit. Wait, let me just... 605 kilometers. I think this is pretty good. I think we should do this correction burn for a series right now. At first we need to make sure again that we are controlled from here. And then we need to turn the whole thing around. We need to turn it around and around. And there we got it. Okay, let's come to a stop. Stop wobbling, please. How much fuel do we have? Okay, we have a lot of fuel here. This is very good. So, okay, we are on the maneuver node. Let's throttle way up and do the correction burn. So this is also very important to make sure that we are getting, or that we are on the right trajectory towards Joule, so that we don't need to do the burn as we're getting closer, because we have also to do a little plane change of our trajectory. And in this case, it's better to do it early, because as more far out we are, that's the delta V amount that is required for doing the change. So I think I have also to check the Joule supply mission and waste some more fuel of it to adjust the trajectory of it, so that we can have our rendezvous around Joule. And then I'm not quite sure what I will do there. I like to visit one or two of the moons. I hope I can do a landing on one of Joule's moons with this thing, but I'm not quite sure about the orbits of these moons and how I can reach them, and having the requirement of having a rendezvous with my supply mission makes everything not easier, because I have to do the rendezvous, and this will probably waste also some fuel before when I need to go for it. So yeah, it's pretty exciting, and I think the Joule mission will keep us busy for quite a while when we are getting to it. And I'm also thinking about in the more distant future to do some more Joule research, because Joule has several moons I like to visit, and especially Tylo is a great challenge, because Tylo has such a high gravity, and so it's very challenging, especially because it has no atmosphere we can use for a parachute landing. So the gravity will keep us busy during the landing and also during the liftoff again. And by doing so, I think it's very important for us to prepare some more Joule missions. I'm really looking forward to do this. And right now we have finished our burn here. Let's have a quick look and close this. Okay, now we are smashing into Joule, but this is alright, because we have still 87 days until we arrive there, or until we have the encounter with Joule. And around there we can then, or 1 or 2 days before, we can adjust our trajectory once more and make sure that we are not crashing into Joule, and that we are instead having an aero braking or an aero capture with Joule and Joule's thick atmosphere. So yeah, this correction burn is done. Let's have a look here. I think the same thing goes also for our Joule supply mission. Let's switch over to it, and again let's spam the mouse wheel as usual when we are switching to a new vessel. Okay, zooming in, zooming in, zooming in. And let's prepare to waste some fuel of our Joule. Oh, this is pretty... It's a little bit too close. Okay, let's see. Where is it? No, not lathe. I want to... No, not lathe. I want to Joule. Why you're always giving me lathe? Joule. Okay, now we have Joule. And let's prepare a trajectory. 12 minutes. Okay, this is very good. Do we have? No, we haven't. Okay, I think we need to do all the same thing. We need to raise it a bit. Quite a bit. Or, no, it's gone. Whoa. Let's increase it again. Okay, here we have it. Oh, it's pretty far out. No, I think I need to reduce my speed. Okay, this make... Whoa. Okay, we have an encounter with one of its moons. Let's... come on. No, wrong button. So why is the trajectory gone again? Huh, this is strange. At first we had an encounter and now the encounter is gone. Okay, let's do this once more. I'm sorry for this. I'm not quite sure what Kerbal Space Program is doing with me. So, okay, like this, and now let's get this closer, and now it's gone again. Okay, let's flatten out the trajectory once more, so that we have a circular orbit. And Joule periapsis is quite high. Joule periapsis is getting better. And getting better, and it's now at... Whoa, 141. This is amazing. This is very good. Okay, we have our correction burn we will need to do, or we want to do. Let's... Whoa, this is pretty agile. Let's look for... Oh, there it is. Okay, let's do here our correction burn before it's too late. And before we are too close to Joule and it just costs too much of delta V. Okay, there we are changing our trajectory, and then I think we have done all the important plane changes. Or do we need something? Oh, I need to check out the ELO trajectory as well, and then we have checked out all the important missions going on currently, and we have also used our satellite once more, and this is also very nice. So the satellite, as I said, is prepared for its return to Kerbin. I said I want to remove this. Okay, what do we have here? Joule periapsis. Okay, it's not so good as I expected, but we can adjust this later on when we're getting closer. And let's have just a short quick save, just in case the game crashes for some reason. Serious? No. ELO 1. Switch to ELO 1. Okay, and let's spam the mouse wheel for the last time for today. Let's zoom in and zoom in. Here we have ELO 1. Let's select right away the control from here. Oh, I think we are already doing this. This is very good. Johnsky and Lambro. Johnsky and Lambro. And where is ELO? ELO is there. Okay. I think we should do this also right away. Let's get the nav ball out. And let's have a quick check here. I hope I can see it from this position a little bit better. So what do we need? Do we need to increase the speed a bit? No, this makes it even worse. We need to reduce the speed. Or do we need to do something like this? I wish there is something I can do much better about this. Okay, wait, let's close this once more. I like to do a different approach. I like to use a different trick, by changing the focus on Elu. Now we are getting closer to it, and now we can better estimate what we need to do. At first we need to lower it, and then we need, I think we need to slow down. Yes. And now it's gone. Okay. This is strange. Maybe we need to increase it a bit. And it's gone again. Okay. I'm not getting it. I think I'm well confused. Come on. I don't want to have the purple ball. I want to have the blue ball. Okay, this is good enough. Let's zoom in once more. I think I will do at first only this change here, that we are getting it just a tiny bit closer. Or do we need to increase our speed? Let's have a just tiny... Yes, we need to increase the speed. Come on, yes, this is good. Okay, this makes the orbit very good. Oh, look at the burn. Only just a tiny bit. I have disabled these RCS. We can do this with RCS. This is amazing. Let's look for it. Where is our maneuver node? Okay, it's down here. Come on, come on, come on. And let's turn towards it. Enable RCS. And let's do the burn with RCS. Okay, this should... Now we have... What do we have here? 4 million kilometers. This is still good. Or 4,000? 4,000 kilometers. Okay, this is still very good. So, the last thing, as usual, we can refine when we are getting closer to it. So, yeah, this is all about correction burns. We have now adjusted every trajectory of each of our... let's get inside. Let's have a quick look here. And we don't see so much in this perspective. But here, I'd like to thank you so much for watching this trajectory adjustment episode. Now we are well prepared for our Moho flyby in the next episode, and also for our arrival of the Duna supply mission when it arrives at Duna. So yeah, thank you so much for watching again. If you like this episode, please do the usual YouTube things, like liking my video, like commenting on it, and also becoming a subscriber if you haven't already. And yeah, I hope I see you in the next episode when we do the Moho flyby. Until next time, my name is Debbie. See you!